video, we'll be looking at Mathematics Syllabus T 2018 Paper 1. Right, without further ado, let's begin. First question, now using the letters in the word operating, write down all the letters that have a rotation symmetry of order 2. Rotation symmetry order 2 meaning if I'll turn the whole 360 degrees, I'll see it the same 2 times. So I'll take 360 degree divided by 2, that will be 180 degree. So when I turn the whole thing 180 degrees, I should still see the same letter. So if that's the case, I should be able to have O as my same letter. P will, if you turn it upside down or whichever it look like that. E will be the other way around. R will be also the other way around. Okay, A will be the other way around. T also. I, however, if I turn, I will still look like I, right? So in this case, it has a rotation, order of rotation symmetry. And this one, N, will still look like N as well. And G will look like G, this way, right? So in this case, the one that have the letters with rotation symmetry order 2 will still be O, will be O, I, and N. Right? Write down all the letters that have only one line of symmetry. The letter O itself has 2 lines of symmetry, 1 and 2. So this one is out. P does not have a line of symmetry. Letter E has a line of symmetry, only 1 line. So only 1 line of symmetry, letter E. And then R, no line of symmetry. Letter A, yes, 1 line of symmetry. T, okay, I can cut it in the middle, and then top and bottom not the same. So T. For I can have 2 lines of symmetry, so I is not correct. N has no lines of symmetry. It's a rotational symmetry only. Letter G also has no line of symmetry. So with that, the answers will be E, A, and T. Have you gotten the concept? Next, solve the following simultaneous equation. To solve this following simultaneous equation, there are 2 methods. So what we can do in the first method, we will by substitution. So if we'll do substitution, we can make something the subject. So you notice that Y is just a number or X is just a number on its own. You can both make X equals to something or Y equals to something. Okay, for convenience sake, I'll just make X the subject. Right, this is the first method one by substitution. So from equation 1, I make X a subject. So I'm going to shift Y over. So this one become 15 minus Y. So X equals to 15 minus Y. Then I'm going to sub this into equation number 2. Equation 2 is X minus Y equals to 25. If I will see X, I'll change X into the whole of 15 minus 5Y. So I'll plug this thing inside here. So this one becomes 15 minus Y. Okay, so if I have 15 minus Y here, so let me simplify out. 15 minus Y minus another Y is 25. So 15 minus 2 units of Y, not Y minus Y becomes 0. Okay, it's negative and negative, so it's negative 2. Negative 1 minus 1 more, so negative 2 units. Okay, next we want to keep negative 2Y. We're going to shift positive 15 over. We're going to undo addition of 15. So this subtract. So minus away 15. 25 minus 15, that will give you 10. Next, I need to get rid of my negative sign. So I'm going to change the sign, make it become positive, make it become negative. I'm going to change the sign away. Then now what we do, we divide by 2. So negative 10 divided by 2, Y equals to number negative 5. Okay, have you gotten the answer? So my first answer, Y equals to negative 5. But this is not the final answer. Y equals to 95 already, we need to sub this back into our X here to find the value for X. Okay, so in this case, therefore, X equals to 15 minus the Y is the number negative 5. So minus negative 5. minus minus become plus 5. So x is the number 20. Okay, so this one is method 1 by substitution. I can also do method 2. Method 2 by elimination. So for method 2, I need to make some of the units the same and make something disappear, right? What do you notice about this? Every now and then it's all 1 unit of x, 1 unit of x. Although the sign is slightly different, but it's still 1 unit of y, 1 unit of y, right? So in this case, I noticed that there's a positive y and there's a negative y. I'm going to look at the units for y. I'm going to look at the units for y. So I'm going to try to make the units for y the same and then make it disappear. Both of them are same number of units, just that the sign is different. So when we have different sign, we add them together. Same sign, we subtract. What do you mean by same sign? The sign is not necessarily looking at the sign over here. Okay, it's not the sign in the middle over here. No, it's looking at the sign for the unit, for the value that you want to make the same. For example, if I want to make x the same, and both of them, the sign here would be plus and plus, then I need to do same sign, subtract. But now I'm making the value, the number of units for y the same. Now look at the sign for the y. This one, two of them will be different sign, so we add them together. So in this case, we take equation 1 plus equation number 2. So we add them up together. Addition, x plus x gives me 2x. Positive y plus negative y become no more y. 15 plus 25 gives me the number 40. Then now I don't want to get 2, so I divide by 2. X will be equals to 20. Have you gotten the answer? Now, after I know x equals to 20, I need to sub it back into either one of the equation. I can put equation 1 or equation 2, both can, doesn't matter. So equation 1 is x plus y equals to 15. The x now change to the number 20. So 20 plus y equals to 15, right? So how do we find y? I want to get rid of 20. This is positive plus 20. So undo plus 20. I subtract 20. I get my answer negative 5. And have you gotten the answer? So in this case, these are the two different methods for simultaneous equation. Right? Next question. The ray occurs in Marina Bay Sand is a hemisphere. Take note of the word hemisphere. Hemi means need a half. Right? Sphere, the volume for the water in the hemisphere. Volume for water in the hemisphere, the volume formula is given. Right? Go and look for the formula. Volume of sphere. 4/3 pi r. Volume is in cm cube. Pi r cube. This formula is given in the formula sheet. Please look for the formula sheet. Okay, and then copy the formula accordingly. But since they want hemisphere, so the volume, we need to multiply by half. What's the radius? The radius they gave us to be 10.7, so r is 10.7 cube. With that, we get an answer of 2565.72. Okay, but question says, give your answer in cubic meters. Right, this one is meter. Oh, this is all meters. So this one will be meter cube. These are all meter. So cubic meter, correct already. Cubic meter, but the nearest 100. So they want the nearest 100. Ones, tens, 100. Nearest 100. So we need to round this up to 2600 meter cube. Okay, have you gotten the answer? Next question. The moon goes around the earth in 30 days. It travels a distance of this. Find the average speed in kilometers per hour. So they want the distance, kilometer per hour. The distance is already kilometers, 2419026 kilometer. No problem, don't need to change. But the time divided by time, average speed is total distance divided total time, right? The time is need to be given in hours. One day got, there are 30 days, right? One day have 24 hours. Right, so I need to change this to hours. So 30 times 24 to give me 720 hours. So I'll put this answer here, 720 hours. Now take this number, 2419026, divide by 720 hours. Right, and we get the number 3359.758. Okay, if the answer is not exact, we can actually consider to write it as a fraction, right, or a decimal or whichever. So in this case, I round this off to 3 sig fig, 1, 2, 3, round up, 336, but this is 3,360. Right, because the first three is in thousand placing, so this one will be 3360 kilometer per hour. Have you gotten the concept? Next question, find the perpendicular bisector. So can we please go and watch the video for perpendicular construction, perpendicular bisector, PS. So if I'm not wrong, PS looks something like that. You have another across the line. So you have something like here. How do I draw this? Okay, I don't know. All right, so you have something like this across. Angle bisector PQR, angle QR. So here angle bisector PQR. So you should have something like angle, then these 2 points, then mark across, look for a cross in the middle. Okay, then the perpendicular bisector and the angle bisector meet at the point T. So this is the point of intersection. Mark across and T. Measure the distance T to R. So measure T to R. Take your ruler and then measure T, the length for T to R. Have you gotten the concept? Okay. Next question. This one, our converse of Pythagoras theorem. Use the Pythagoras theorem to decide if the angle at N is 90 degrees. So in this kind of question, I'll try and remember, don't use any square root. Okay, don't start off with Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so we start off with the longer side, ln square equals to 34 square. That will give you 1156. Then we have the other two sides, ln square plus nn square, 15 square plus 30 square. That will give you 901. The two numbers over here are not the same. So this number and this number not the same. Then how do we write that they are not equal? We use the equal, then we slash, right? So since ln square not equals to ln square plus nn square by converse of Pythagoras theorem, triangle LMN is not a right angle triangle. Triangle, sorry. Therefore, answer to a question, is the angle at M 90 degree? Angle M is not 90 degrees. 3 marks, 3 marks over here. Right, so 3 marks over here, please write more in detail, okay? So write clearly, so you need to show the evidence followed by the conclusion. No evidence, you write the conclusion, also no use, no marks will be given. Next question. This one is solve the quadratic equation. Different from factorize. If the question say factorize, I need to find it in terms of the brackets. I can use my calculator 522, but I must remember to change sign. But when I use solving quadratic equation, I need to show the working. A equals to the number 1, no square, just 1. B equals to number -7, C equals to number 12. The formula for this will be given x equals to -b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. But writing the formula gives you no marks, must suck in the answer. Be careful of this. This is a -7. Right, so please put brackets. This one will be a -7 square. So in your calculator, when you calculate, please remember to put brackets. Then minus 4ac. Oh wait, -b, 2a. All right, then those of you who like to use the calculator to find your answer for you, the first one, look for the sign with the plus sign. Remember, some of you like you key the number, you omit the plus or minus, so then it become multiply, not correct. Remember to add in the plus sign, or if not, then you do the second one, then you remember to add in the minus sign. Right, if not, then you are using a calculator mode 522 or mode 33 to help you. A is 1, B is -7, C is 12. So in this case, when we solve quadratic equation like that, solving, we do not need to change the sign. We copy x equals to 4 and the other number 3. Right? Have you gotten the concept? Next question, Mr. Tan has 2 children. Caroline is 8 years old and Ellery is 12 years old. He divided $100 between the ratio of their ages. So 8 for Caroline, let me put a C and E. C is to E, Caroline is 8 years old, Ellery is 12 years old. So those of you who want, you can simplify the ratio. If not, you find the $100 is between the 2 of them, right? So we find the total number of units, 8 plus 12 to give you 20. 20 units represent, please do not put equal, represent is proportion, right? Represent $100. So find 1 unit is how much? Okay, then you divide by 20, change back your mode, and give you $5. But some of you are able to do 8, then you divide by 20 times this across, right? Please go ahead and do so. So if not, then you do 1 unit. So 8 unit will be 5 times 8, 40. Then 12 unit will be 12 times 5 times 12, 60. So Caroline will earn, okay, let me put this somewhere else. Okay, so Caroline will have 8 units. 8 units, Caroline is $40. Ellery will have $60. Have you gotten the answer? Next page, question over here. This one. A plane flies on a circular path. What is this path? Right, this is only a path itself. So it's talking about, and it's in kilometers. So it's actually talking about the arc length. So I'm flying this circular path. It's talking about arc length. So for formula, for arc length, length is in cm, so or meters or kilometer. So this one will be the angle over 360 times 2 pi r. For area of sector, that will give me area of sectors in cm square, meter square, kilometer square. That will be d over 360 times pi r square. Okay, so in this case, since I want to find only the length, the path, the circular path that it flies across, so the will be 100 over 360 times 2 times pi, and my radius will be 828 meters. And you get 1445.132. And giving your answer in kilometer. Oh, this is in meters. Right? This one is in meters. So we need to check. I'll give your answer in kilometer. 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meter. To find meter to kilometer, we divide by 1,000. And that will give me 1.44513 round off 1.45 kilometers, 3SF. Have you gotten the concept? Next question, triangles ABC and ACD are congruent and isosceles. Congruent meaning same shape, same size, all the angles and all the length are the same. Let's match a little bit. ABD, congruent to triangle ABD. A with A, this one, they are equal. So angle A with angle A. Angle B with angle C. So angle C is 20 degrees. So this is also 20 degrees. Then D with angle D with angle D. So these two are the same over here, right? So in this case, and this is an isosceles triangle over here. The length are the same. So that means this angle is also 20 degree. This angle is also 20 degree. And I can find quite a number of angle already. So question asked me to find angle ADC, this one over here. Since I know it's an isosceles triangle, so angle ADC will be 180, the angle of a triangle, angles in a triangle, minus the two ends over here, this and this. That will be minus 20 and 20. 140 degrees. Have you gotten your answer? Next, find angle BDC, BDC. So if I know this angle is 140 and it's congruent, so this one also is 140, then how do I find angle D? The sum of angles at one point all forms a circle. That one will be total of 360 degrees. So angle BDC will be 360 minus 140 minus 140 angles at a point. So this one will give me 80 degrees. Have you gotten the answer? Next question, question number 11. At the beginning of 2013, a company invested this amount. So this is the amount of money that we're going to have. Most likely it's either a simple interest, if not, it'll be a compound interest. Let's check. Each year, the saving bonds increase in value by 8% of its value at the start of the year. Oh no, I'm going to do this. This is actually a compound interest, but we have to do it year by year, and it's for 4 years. So let's start with 2013. I have 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Dollars. The savings bond increased in value by 8% of its value at the start of the year. So end of 2013. So by the end of 2013, end of 1 year, increase by value 8%. So originally it's 100% plus 8%. That give me 108%. So I need to find 108% of this number. Oh my God, that's a lot. Okay, let me count the number up. 108 by 100 times 20, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I get 2, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then at the, so beginning for the next year, 2014, 2014, right? The next year, my previous year, the amount was this. So I need to use this for my second portion over here. Okay, again, by the end of 2014, I grow 8% again. So it's 108 over 100, but it's of the value at the start of the year. So at the start of the year, the value is now 21600. It's no longer the 200, not longer the 20 million. So it's 216, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, I'll get the number 23328, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I need to repeat this for 4 years. So in end of 2015, the next year is still 108% of my total value. Now it's this value over here. I'm going to use this. So this one will be 23328, 1, 2, 3. And the number become bigger and bigger. 2519424. Last but not least, the end of 2016. Again, 108% of whatever this number is. Right? So plug it inside here. I take this answer, multiply 108 over 100 equal, 272097779.20, two decimal places. The question says, correct your answer to the nearest million. Million got how many zero? 10 to the power 6, right? There are 6 zero. So 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm looking at the number. Do I need to round up or round down? So this one will be just the number 27 million. You can write 27 million or you change it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have you gotten the answer? Now write your answer to A in standard form. So I need to change this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to standard form. A standard form, the number must be bigger than 1 but smaller than 10. Where can I put my decimal place? I can put it as 2.7 over here times 10 to the power of something, right? And this is a large number, so my power must be a positive power, larger than 1 already. So positive power. Okay, let's count. My decimal place is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Original number. So 10 to the power of 7. Have you gotten the concept? Next question. This question over here, question number 12. There are so many different show times. All right, how many shows are there in 1 week? We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 2, 14. 14, so there should be 14 of them. Then 15, 16. So there should be a total of 16 shows. All right, each show can seat 1,857. What's the maximum number of people that can watch the show in that week? So 16 shows. And that gives me 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we get this number. Next, on 1 week, the show has expenses. This is the expenses, and you want to make a profit. So how much should they charge each person? So I should need to know the total amount that I should earn. I need to cover the expenses, right? So I need to take the expenses plus the profit that I want. And this one will give me 9,0,0,0. Okay. And if maximum number of people meaning is this number. Want to watch the show, how much do they charge per person? So I'll take the price, total that I want to earn, divide by the total number of people. That gives me $3. Ooh, really? Let me count this again. $3 only for one show. Or maybe it's a cheaper show, right? 300,000. Okay, it's correct. Really $3. Okay, then it should be $3 per person. Okay, quite a cheap show. Cheaper. I thought it'd be very expensive. Okay, next one. Raghu arrived in Marina Bay at 1950. So remember, this one you can use your calculator button to help you calculate your timing, right? This one over here, there's something like that. So this will be 19 hour, 50 minute. He watches the 21 hour, 30 minute show, which is 9:30 show, which lasted for 1 hour, 15 minutes. He left Marina Bay 15 minutes after the end of show. How long was he at Marina Bay? Okay, man, it got so long. Okay, let me start with timeline. 1950, he watched the show at 2130. So let me subtract this. 21 hours, 30 minutes minus 19 hour, 50 minutes. And it gives me 1 hour, 40 minutes. Right? Then after that, the time is 1 hour, 15 minutes. So he watches another for 1 hour, 15 minutes. And he leaves another 15 minutes after the end of the show. So I need to find how long was he in Marina Bay. I need to add up the timing. 1 hour, 40 minutes. 1 hour, 40 minutes plus 1 hour, 15 minutes plus another 15. This one cannot say 15 minutes. This one is 0 hour, 15 minutes. Yeah? So 0 hour, 15 minutes. Give me a total of 3 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, so but in exam, we only write this one, 3 hour, 10 minutes. So this one over here in exam, we need to write. Okay, erase it away. Okay, so in exam, don't write this up. But I'll just leave it here to show you the working. Yeah, so this one will be 3 hours, 10 minutes. So do use your calculator wisely to help you to calculate time. Next question, our last question over for today. A theme park charges the following price. Okay, we got so many different categories. All right, let's take, I have normal price, internet price, and different ages. Okay, the theme park opens for 220 hours every month. How many hours does it open in 1 year? 1 year got how many months? 1 year got 12 months, so 12 times 220. And that will give you 2640 hours. Is that okay? What is the percentage reduction for seniors if they book online on the internet? For seniors, the normal price is this, the internet price is this. They want the percentage reduction. So let's find our reduction first. $25 minus $23.75. That gives me $1.25. They want to find the percentage. I do not know the percentage, so it'll be times 100%. And I have a fraction, something over something times 100%. So the percentage reduction, the reduction was $1.25. Out of this number here need to be the original value. So the original value is the original price, $25. Right, so 1.25 divided by 25 times 100. In your working, you write percentage, but in your calculator, don't press the percentage sign now. Right, just press 100, then equal. I get my answer 5%. Have you gotten the answer? Next question, last but not least, Mr. and Mrs. Lee, two person, 30 years old. Mr. and Mrs. Lee, they are adults, 30 years old. So adult, 30 years old. I will have the adult for 30 years old will be $35 or maybe internet pricing. Right, let me take a look. How much are they going to save if they pay the internet price? So the internet price itself will be this price. Okay, and then how much are they going to save? 35 minus $33.25. Okay, give me a minute, 35 minus $33.25. That is for the adult. And this one gives me $1.75 for one adult. I have two adults, so I multiply by 2 for my savings. Okay, then I have two children, one 3 years old, one 4 years old. So the one in 4 years old, the price for kids also expensive, $58 and $55. So let me do the saving here, 58 minus $55. Okay, give me a minute, Let me calculate $58 minus $55.10. The savings over here will be $2.90 for the one in 4 years old, right? So I add $2.90 for the child that is 4 years old, but I have another child that is 3 years old, toddlers 2 to 3 years old is here. So original is 25, now $23.75. So 25 minus $23.75 for that 3 years old toddler. 25 minus $23.75. That will give me $1.25. So I'm going to add one more $1.25 for the savings. Of course, some of you can find the normal price. Okay, add up everything, then you find the internet price, add up everything, then you minus. Also can, no problem, right? It's going to be the same answer. Okay, then my total, this one will be $7.65. Have you gotten the answer? Okay, with that, we come to the end of this paper. I wish you good luck for your exam. Bye-bye.